All right, 59 degrees today, our high temperature in Flagstaff. Even despite all the cloud cover, still managing to be a whole 14 degrees above average for this time of year. Very warm, mild overnight at 36 degrees, which, by the way, is just 1 degree off a record high minimum temperature, meaning 37 degrees is the warmest we've ever been on this date for a low temperature. No precipitation out there today, despite clouds trying to do their thing or whatever. 1/100th of an inch is all we've had all month long. And last month, remember, October, 0 precipitation. So now between these 2 months, we're definitely moving into record type territory for this couple month period. All right, here's a look at the high temperatures. Very mild across the region today. 72 in Sedona, Payson 61, Winslow 66, 66 up on Hopi as well. All right, here's a look at the cloud cover moving into Arizona. Very mild air mass, all moving in out of the subtropics. Some little radar echoes showing up on here, but still no precipitation reaching the ground. Lower levels of the atmosphere still very dry, and you know, the lower levels are starting to moisten up. There's some low-level moisture making its way in tonight through the day. Tomorrow, if we're going to get a little bit of light sprinkles, it's going to be tonight or tomorrow out of the storm system. All right, we jump it out here to the Pacific, and you could see the origin of all these clouds out of the subtropics, hence our pretty warm temperatures out there today. We're going to continue with this high cloud cover through the day tomorrow. A very weak area of low pressure is responsible for pinwheeling these in. You can't even see it rotating. It's off Baja California. It'll slowly make its way through Mexico as we get into Saturday, and that's when we'll start to see a bit more sunshine here as we get into the coming weekend. Temperatures really not going anywhere over the coming weekend. This is the storm system up in the Gulf of Alaska that earlier in the week we were hoping was going to maybe be our first winter significant storm late this weekend, early next week. Things have completely changed. You might be asking yourself, why? What in 1 minute we're talking snow, and now we're not. Now we're just talking cold out of this storm system. The reason being is it was a whole week away when we were first talking about it, and the atmosphere, of course, a very dynamic, in motion type of thing, and trying to solve what it's going to do with math is tricky business, especially when you're a week away. So now this storm system is not going to bring us the precipitation we were hoping for. It's going to swing into the west here as we get into early next week. A very fast mover through the Rockies, a quick shot of snow for the central Rockies, and some colder air filtering in for us come next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then really the whole nation's going to feel the impact. The very first really cold air blast. Here's a look at tomorrow's temps. And notice how we're 70s, 80s down here, and the coolest air in the nation's in the 40s. We've jumped to mid next week, and notice we have all these teens here and even 10s into the central Rockies, and this is going to bring us a cold northeasterly type of wind through mid next week. And then we're right back at it with high pressure. I do not see a storm bringing us moisture in the forecast. Currently outside, it's 46 degrees for us here in Flagstaff. All right, overnight tonight, 35 degrees, sprinkles possible. Tomorrow, a very similar day to what we saw today, mostly cloudy, maybe some light sprinkles out there. I'm just, you know, we're trying to put something in the forecast here. Be optimistic. We could just use a little bit of moisture. 66 Sedona tomorrow, 64 Prescott, 65 Payson, 78 Phoenix, and these are where temperatures will be right through the weekend. The colder air gets here as we get into next week. All right, here's a look at the extended forecast for us. Mid-50s. Sunday, expect the wind to start picking up as that storm system moves into the west, and then we'll start seeing the chillier air filter in as we get into next Monday, Tuesday, especially coupled with some winds and high temperatures in the 40s. The wind chills will be feeling like 30s, so some, you know, little winter feel with the temperatures anyway.
Yeah.